Okay, and this is the speedy wrap up, right? Students' information is updated on an ongoing basis and throughout the year. Fall one data is always reflective of census date when you're looking at your report. Student enrollment file is used to determine active enrollment counts and establish ownership for subsequent files. The student subgroups are determined from the program, the demographic information, and the FRPM data. Students with disabilities data is submitted from your SED system via 4 files. Although in some cases you can submit this data via online maintenance as well. Students, those files include the SWIDs, that's the status, the plan, the meet, and the serve, which is the services. Certification errors and reports will not reflect ODS changes until a new revision has captured. So remember, those snapshot reports require a new revision, unlike the new ODS reports or the near real-time reports. CDDs processing is separate from snapshot revision processing. Uh, They provide you a faster representation of your changes when regards to CDDs. The few remaining cert errors still require a new revision. Fall one certification is a two-step approval process requiring the CELPA to approve as well. Both approvals are required to be certified by the Fall one amendment deadline. Okay, here's our milestone slide. This is just recommended, just recommended. It's help. If you don't have a calendar set up, this is one you can use. So Census Day was yesterday, so we're going to assume you all have finished populating all the data in your student information systems and you just need to get it to CalPADS. So now until the beginning of November, that's a month, submit those files required to populate your CalPADS records. It's an iterative process. Expect to submit each file more than once. You're submitting a file, receiving errors, correcting those errors, resubmitting. You want to post all your data to 100% of your records pass. Resolve CDDs once your data is completely in CalPADS, certification errors and anomalies. Review the snapshot reports once all your errors and anomalies have been resolved, and update records as needed. So you might submit all your files, resolve all your errors, look at your reports and see discrepancies. What do you have to do? Resubmit your files. Those files may generate errors. You have to correct those errors. So it's an iterative process, like we said. You do all this and have 0 errors by 12/2, you can confidently send those reports to your data team. Don't just send the reports out and say, hey, y'all, look. If you want feedback, try to identify who the data is relevant for, filter the report, and give them relevant data. Remember, you want to provide information, not data. You know, I don't want all the reports if I'm the NSLP coordinator or the nutrition coordinator. Just give me those students or that information that's relevant to me. Filter the report for the students or only give me the LCFF report. Um, Give me the list of students in 1.18 as well. You might have to explain how the reports work to these people, but you give them information and then they can actually sign off before it's late. Tell them the impact of each report. Hey, CBO, the 118 and the 119 I'm giving you are the counts of the students and the name to each student. Are we expecting this count? If not, which students are missing, right? Uh, Ultimately, you have to all certify. Hell or high water comes, you got to certify by the 12/13. Any discrepancies in 12/13 can be corrected in the amendment window. We anticipate that to start a couple days after. So keep your data certified until they announce the amendment window. This was updated to the training staff by our boss. Um, Typically, the CDE waits the certification weekend. There will be no weekend certifying because we're going down after the 13th. We're going down for 3 days. And so you have to certify. Everyone has to certify on the 13th. When CalPADS comes back up, that's probably when they'll open the amendment window. So there will be no weekend warriors after the certification deadline. Just keep that in mind. And you guys ain't ruining my holiday break. And then 124 final certification deadline. Everyone has to certify by the amendment window close. If you are traditionally someone that goes to the deadline, don't let the stress get to you. Early now, you harass us. It is our job to work with you to try to help you get certified. Find out who your monitor is. If you already know, you can initiate the contact. I respond more often to those who contact me because a closed mouth doesn't get fed. We often assume that if you're not reaching out for support, you don't need it. So if you need help, don't dwell on it. If you're frustrated, don't dwell on it. Reach out for support. If the support is inadequate, reach out again and say, it's inadequate. I need more help. You're not going to hurt my feelings. All right. So what's next going forward? As far as training goes, we have anomalies. The regional updates are over with. The anomalies management training is next. And as of now, we have 36 seats remaining in the anomalies training. This is important because it's a one-shot deal. Kyron's going to get to do this one time and we're not doing it again. It will be recorded and updated, and there's last year's version. But if you want to go to the live training, there's only 36 seats left.
It's a limited wrap.
Yeah. All right. And so also the fall 2024 roadshow. So if you're interested in disproportionality or your sets data coordinator needs more information, these are the dates and they can sign up here using this link. But you can see Friday is the next show in Fresno County and then on and so forth. And then there's there I don't see it listed here. There will be a webinar kind of at the end for anyone who wants to join. And so you guys are all welcome to come as space is available, right? Brandy is always going to prioritize those who work in the SED system. But if you're interested, you can be dogmatic and persistent and join one of these in your county or your region. All right, there's resources. We talked about them. We don't have time, so I'll skip that. I want to emphasize on this one, the web form is the fastest means of support. If you're desperate, you can try other methods, but they're not as effective. If you're very desperate, use your web form. And you could CC your monitor as well. If you submit the reason why this is good, there are times where we have conferences or we're working on training and we may not get to your email if you email us directly. You're still welcome to email your monitor. I do encourage it, but if you want a more timely response, your ticket has a chance to see more eyes. Last but not least, I just want to say thank you for your hard work and thank you for your participation and attendance today. We greatly appreciate it. Ultimately, we all do what we do in effort to provide the best experience and education for our students. So unless there's any questions in the chat, we're going to get up out of here.
Yeah.
If you have if you have a question that went unanswered, you can copy it and paste it so we can address it. But other than that, it's a goodbye, y'all.